Yeah, hi friends. The last tutorial we covered about the StringBuffer class. So what is the StringBuffer class and where we can use, what are the advantage of the StringBuffer class and what are the methods are available in the StringBuffer class. So I am going to briefly explain once again within the 1 to 2 minutes. So just have a look one. So this is our StringBuffer test. This is our class. So what I am writing here is what are the constructors are available and what are the methods are available in string buffer class. So the first constructor is default constructor. So that one is string. So this one is the default constructor. Already we know that. So one more constructor is we can pass some values here. So what I'm writing here is int size. So this is the second constructor, and one more constructor is so we can pass the string. So these are the three constructors are available in string buffer class. So coming to the methods, what are the methods are available in string buffer class? So first method is we know already the last tutorial we covered is method. So length method. So length method and the capacity. And one more method is called append. And one more method is called insert. And one more method is called reverse. So and delete caret. And replace. And ensure capacity. So these are the methods are available in the string buffer class. Now we are going to see programmatically where we can use these methods. So length, capacity, append. So we can by seeing this method we can identify. So where we can use this method. The length method is used to find what is the length of the string buffer and capacity, how many values are stored in the string buffer class. So append means we can add some values at the last of the string buffer class. So insert means we can insert some values and some insert the string variables. So, so the reverse is we know that if you want to convert reverse the string, we can go for the reverse and delete and delete caret. So delete means delete the whole the string buffer object, and whereas the delete caret means it deletes the some particular characters. So we can go for the delete caret and it replaces. So instead of some in the middle of the program, we can insert the characters. So suppose A is available, if you want to enter the D, we can go for the replace. And when we can go for the ensure capacity. So the ensure capacity is increase the capacity of the string buffer class. So we have a capacity is certain. If you want to increase our capacity, we can go for the ensure capacity. By default, it ensure so plus 2 it will have. The default is the 10, for example. So it increase the 20. So like we can go for the ensure capacity method. So now we are going to see the way we can do what are the methods. So now what I am doing here is first we are going to see default constructors. So starting on it we need to see. So in the first for is equals to string buffer. So this is the default constructor, and the same like now having again I fetch it. So now what I'm doing here is I'm going to write 10. So here I'm writing buffer 1. Once again I'm going to write buffer 2, buffer 2. So, so this is the string. So we have a three constructors already we defined here. So first one is the like it's not taking any parameters, the default constructor, and it's taking the integer. So we can specify the values. So that many objects with string buffer is going to create it. So we can pass the string as the string buffer. We can pass the string by creating a string buffer again. So these are the constructors that are available in string buffer class. So now what I'm going to write here is I'm going to check what is the left undo. So in that we cover the three constructors. Now we are going to see the method. So first method I am going to use um, so buffer 2 dot length. So buffer 2 dot length. So the length method return type is int. So we can specify int type. So like we can specify the length. Now what I am going to write here is I am going to print one by one we are going to see. So what I am writing length of the string buffer class. Length of the string buffer. What I am printing is length I am going to print. So this is the program. So now what I am doing here is I am saving the program. String buffer test. Open our CMD. So CMD test. So going to where we store the programs. Let me check. So Java C and so it's compiled successfully. We did not get any error or exception. So compilation successfully passed. So on the program Java and the string buffer test. Let's see. If the length of the string buffer is 10. So this is what the length method is. By finding the length of the string buffer class, we can go for the length method. And now I'm going to write the capacity. So again, buffer dot capacity of 2 dot. So the same method which is the capacity also is written the integer type. So now I'm going to write capacity. So let's save this same println statement. Again copy. Capacity and the StringBuffer class. So we are not going to get any compilation error. So let's see. So I think we find some difference here. So why we find the difference here means, so what length means how many characters we stored. The length method is still whatever characters are available in StringBuffer. So that also 10 characters. From 0 to 9 we are finding here. So in capacity what is happening here is it print the 26. Because of StringBuffer it adds the 16 by default characters value. So the 16 plus 10 we are finding, we know that how much is the 26. So that's the reason it's in the capacity is 26. Whenever we are creating an string buffer object, additionally it creates 16 character space. So this is what the string buffer is acting. So we know that where we can go for the capacity, when we can go to the length method. So I observed the both of the method. Now we are going to see append. So how the append method is work. Now here I am going to write the append method. So the so we can say that the append method is different type is the void. Now what I am going buffer to dot append. So in that I am going to pass this is I am going to pass dot co dot in. So this is about my website name java for all dot co dot in. So I given the string buffer string as java for all. So here I am going to provide the append dot co dot in. So let's see what is happening here. So now I am going to write I am going to print the here I am going to print the printr method. So capacity move string buffer object. What we are writing here, but so let's see what happens. Compile successfully and we can test the code. So have you seen how the append method is works? So this is the latest we can use the append method. So this is what append means just add the end of the your existing object. So the previous object is up to Java for all. So it added .co.in. So this is what the append method is works like that. So I think you understand where we can use the append method. And now we are going to see one more append method. Like why I am explaining the append method is two times. So first time it's taken as a string as a parameter. Now the same thing it's going to take integer. Now I'm going to just cancel the one. So what you need to do, so no need. Only SOP is fine. Compile and run the program. So have you seen whenever you are using the append method, it's going to add the values, the new values at the end of the existing object. So this is what, so previously we covered here. So this is the .co.in. Now it added the .co.in one. So because of we use the append one. So by we, the append method it can like take the parameters as a string and as well as the integer. So we can store the both values. So this is for the append method. Now we are going to see insert method. How the insert method is works. So insert method purpose, what we can do. So insert purpose, I'm going to create one more object. So because here I'm going to create just I'm removing Java or this is the object we created in the StringBuffer latest object. So now I'm going to insert the value. So now I'm going to buffer 3 dot insert. So now what I'm doing here is insert method. How the insert method works. In the middle, I am going to insert the characters. So we know that 0, 1, 2, 3. So these are the indexes. Now starting 4 onwards, I want to insert some values like time doing here is some copying, string buffer insert method. So see how the insert method is works. So compile successfully and run the program. So have you seen? So this is what insert in the middle, we added the first, it insert the fifth location. So starting after fourth, we can set the value. So this is what the insert method works like this. So if you want to know what will do, just observation how it added. One going to print not here. I will print here itself. But first insert. So it should be fine. Again, I'm same data I'm inserting because of some um, meaningful explanation. Just see the previous object is this is we got the previous object Java on. So last we insert the Java. So this is what in the middle of if we want to insert any character, any string, so we can go for the insert method. So if we want to insert the last at the end of the existing object, we can go for so append method. So this is the difference insert and append method. And now what I am doing here is again I am inserting the some values at so let's see beginning of the existing object 0, 6. Just again we so previously we used the string, now we are using the integer. So just check. So see the object is added at 0 index the 6. So this is what the insert method is going to look like. And so we can insert any way at end of that means at middle at the beginning of the existing object. So this is what we can go for the insert method. And now we are moving to the reverse method. So how the reverse method look like? So I am using say buffer 3 dot reverse. So the buffer 3 reverse method how it look like. Let's see. Let's see the reverse method how it look like. So it reverse the order. So first again here itself also it reverse the order. No, here only reverse the and previously we have the 6 Java for us and the 6 comes at the end of the so like it's reverse and we can say reverse the string object symbol. So like we can go for it and we know that the reverse method is we can use. So and we are moving into the delete and as well as delete caret. So how the two methods will look like. For delete purpose we are going to use so this method only we will use for 3 dot delete. In delete we can specify. So now I am going to use first we can say we insert the 4 and same thing we are deleting 0, 4. Have you seen? So we reverse and we deleted the some string buffer object. Previously we have LLAR stum O. So the three characters removed. R also is removed. So this is what the remove method is look like. So we can specify the particular object and within the middle of the character we can delete it. And now we are moving to delete cache. So buffer 3 dot delete caret of. So you can specify some 7 characters. Buffer 3 dot delete caret. Delete caret. Just save the program. So why we got an object string index out of bound exception? Anyone idea? So if B specified the 7, so in that we don't have the, so if you take 0, 1, right? So if you take the object, this is our object, existing object, so there is no 7th index. So that's what we are going to get an exception. So now what I am doing here is to remove these things and, and save the program from the program. So we did not get any exceptions. Actually, the whatever the characters are available in the 7th index is actually removed from this single object. So if you want, just check the object which element is deleted. So which element is deleted means you check this object same thing only. In the middle, the B character is deleted. So this is what. the caret method is look like, and this is the previously in the delete method. So this is one the difference both on the delete and delete. Delete and delete caret, so not delete. So now we are moving to replace method. So how the replace method works? So for replace purpose, I am going to use buffer2 buffer2 dot replace of which was 0, 1, 2, 3. So from starting 5 on 5, 6, 7. So 5 comma 7. So now what I am writing here is R. So this is for my test. Just compile the program. Something with some. Anywhere we find R, so let's just find here. We find here object. So this is R in the middle. It added the R. Have you observed that these are the R, Java R? In previously, so this is the same object. Here it's looking like fur. Here it's added the R. So this is what the object is. We can replace the middle of the existing object, the middle of the uh, string object. We can add some characters. So in the middle of, in the beginning, in the end, any way we can add it by using the replace method. So this is what the replace method. So the end capacity means just we can write the capacity. So there is not anything by using the capacity. So if you want to provide the capacity for the existing object or anything, you can go for the ensure capacity where you can try to void ensure capacity, like you can provide the int capacity. So here if you provide the any capacity, giving the 20, that many object is going to create. So right now what I am doing is just I am going to remove this. So create length, where we use the length buffer 2. So I am saying I am going to create string buffer 2 dot ensure capacity. Ensure capacity 25 I am going to use. So we need to check the capacity of this. In previously we had 26. So now we will see what happens here in set capacity. So compile the program and run the program. The capacity again is showing 26. So maybe we need to add so something before to ensure capacity we can type is 25. Let's see, it will not be matching capacity. Can you find the cap? Might be we will get the enemy error, I think. Just look. So it's showing incompatible type. We cannot use the end here. Um, need to use the capacity. So we will explain these methods in the next tutorial. Now don't worry. Uh, I think now in real time also we will not use this ensure capacity method. So don't worry, don't feel anything. So today I'm going to wrap up the class. Yes, yes. So tomorrow onwards we will start our StringBuffer builder class. So this is one for the today's class. So in the tomorrow class we will explain the few minutes how this ensure capacity method will work. Then we will move into the StringBuffer builder class. So thanks for watching.